Hello and welcome. Today I am going to be talking about the Seven of Cups, and I'm going to be taking you on a journey to look at the very deeper symbolism of this card. And in particular, the Seven of Cups is one of those cards we look at and we think, what do all those cups mean? Well, I'm going to tell you what all the symbolism means, or the traditional symbolism means for each one of the cups in this card. We're going to talk about the numerology, the astrology, tarot timing, colors, symbolism, you name it. And I'm going to show you how all the information that sits behind the card helps you to understand the deeper meaning. So if you're looking to connect with your tarot deck, stick with me. I'm going to spin the camera around and I'm going to show you the Seven of Cups in a much deeper way. Let's spin the camera around. So let's have a look at the Seven of Cups. The Lord of Illusory Success, which is a really interesting name for this card. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I love all this symbolism, and I'm going to explain to you what each one of these means. So let's have a look at this card. Numerology number 7. And if you're wondering where I'm getting all this info from, it's from my tarot symbolism cheat sheets, which I've put together. I've got the basic sheets here. These come in a big bundle. That's the best way to buy them. There's this cheat sheet here, which gives you like a bit of an overview of the card. I've got a nice worksheet here to help you make sense of the symbolism that you've been studying so that you work towards having your own meaning for the card. And then here is all my notes that I'm referring to for this video to talk to you about the symbolism and bring all the symbolism together. A lot of people talk about the symbolism in isolation, but I want to bring it all together for you so you understand the holistic nature of the symbolism in the card and how it all comes together to actually make the card make sense. All right, so let's have a look at 7. 7 is confidence and ability. So number 7, this is about making a choice. And I see this as being able to, being of confused and having so many choices because, again, you have great confidence and ability. If we look at number 7, and again, at this point in time, talking about the videos, I've done a video on this one and I'm doing a video on this one. And the video for the swords and the pentacles is coming. And I will put these as links in the description box for you to go and look at if you want to look at them in terms of watching the sevens one after the other. Otherwise, I'd encourage you to follow your way through the videos because I talk about each set of cards each time I film one of these in detail. So 7 here, this is about your confidence and ability to sneak away and maybe do things that you shouldn't be doing. And of course, 7 of Pentacles, contemplation of where you are now and what you've achieved and thinking about what it is that you want to do next. So videos coming for these cards. If you're watching, if you've just found me and I've finished all the filming of all the cards, then you'll find all of those links down in the description box, along with a link to join my community, connectwithyourdeck.com/newsletter. So you'll receive regular emails from me with lots of goodies. And I have a member community with lots of freebies available for you and my Facebook community and all of those things. So if you'd like to be part of my community and learn the tarot with me, then the best thing to do is subscribe to my newsletter list because I'll send you all the links for everything. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss my videos. Because every time I load one, if you put me on notification, the gorgeous YouTube will tell you. So we are looking at confidence and ability. So there are 2 other cards to look at, and they're quite interesting, that are in the major arcana that are symbolic of 7. The Chariot and the Tower. Now, the Chariot is pretty obvious. Here you are, and I've talked about the Chariot before. You are in your chariot. You are looking out at the world. You're confident. You don't even need the reins because you're going to take control of your life and go wherever life takes you and have the confidence to manage whatever it is that life throws in your way. The Tower, 1 plus 6 equals 7. So card number 16 is about catastrophic change, about the whole of your life getting turned upside down. And so we're looking at, do you have the confidence and ability to cope with the challenges that life throws in front of you? So, sevens in the major arcana and how they relate back to confidence and ability. So let's look at this card. So the timing is Venus in Scorpio. So if we have a look here on the Wheel of Life, we're working our way around. We're now here in the third decan of Scorpio, Venus sub-ruling planet of the third decan, as we work our way around from underneath the midline all the way around the astrological wheel. So we are at Scorpio, and the sub-ruler is Venus. So we're looking at psychic, passion, power, and emotion. So Venus represents what we value, our deepest beliefs and desires, and how we define ourselves. And when this is put with the energy of the Seven of the Cups, it challenges us to make a choice about what we truly want in life. And so you can see here in this card, you've got 7 choices. Now, each one of these cups has a symbol that represents a different choice sitting in grey clouds. And if you've been following me, you know that grey clouds often mean confusion. And in this card, definitely, you are looking at a whole lot of choices and you're not sure which one to choose. The black figure is symbolic of you or anyone you're reading for making choices. And the black color is about the mystery of coming to terms with your past experiences, reaching the goals you want to come to now, and how complex we are as people, and how complex our decisions become. The blue symbolism behind, the blue sky behind, is recognition that you will come through the confusion to clarity of thought and purpose. And each cup being yellow, well, of course, golden cups, but also this idea of passion and promise that each figure or each symbol represents for you as you're making a choice. So let's have a look at what these symbols actually mean, because as with everything in the tarot, they're not just a whole lot of pictures, they actually do mean something. And this is what I love and have loved about hunting down the symbolism on these cards. And the thing that with these, I had to go hunting around because I actually bought a big book on symbolism and they didn't really talk about each symbol in each one of the cups in entirety. So I had to go hunting around looking. I was like, with some of the cards, it's interesting. People write a book on the tarot and if it gets a bit too hard, they just skip over it and they don't worry about talking about it. And gosh, it does my head in. Anyway, I have got a full description of each one of what I believe the symbolism is for each one of these cards, each one of these cups. So the first one is the curly-haired head here. And this represents eternal youth and a warning against chasing your youth and vanity. It reminds you to accept yourself as who you are. So this is about, do I make the choice to push forward and have that plastic surgery and chase the fountain of youth that's gone? Or am I able to sit back and say, you know what, this is how it is. This is how it is. This is how I am now. And how can I make the best of what's happening for me right now? The cup with the shrouded figure here. So this one, and you can see it's got the halo of light around it. This cup represents the mystery within us. And the importance that you need to make the choice to undertake personal development, to understand yourself more fully so that you can make clear choices, so that you can understand the choices that you're making. The cup with the snake. Now, when people think about snakes, the first thing they think of is, Garden of Eden gave the apple to Eve and she ate it and it was all downhill from there. They think about poisonous snakes and being bitten and anti-venin and all of that. Well, snakes can represent deceit and betrayal, but their other symbolism that is more popular in art and literature is that of wisdom and transformation. And so this cup reminds us to look carefully at every aspect of life that you are making a decision about. The cup with the castle. The castle represents protection and home and security. And when we looked at the tower, remember we talked about everything that you know being turned upside down, being represented by the tower. It reminds us not to be too rigid or stubborn in our decision making, that we need to be flexible and make a decision that is right for the circumstances we are in, not necessarily what we want. The cup of treasure, which is this one here, reminds us of our inner and outer riches and the balance between, the evil of greed, of being too greedy in our lives. The cup with the laurel wreath is symbolic of life and death, but it can also be a reminder that the cup also has a skull on it, if you look really carefully, and it's a reminder to make your life meaningful, because you only get a certain amount of time on this earth, and you need to make sure that in the decisions that you make, that you make them wisely. And the last cup, which is the cup with the dragon, is symbolic of power and strength and luck. Dragons are also symbolic of luck, and reminds us to be aware of the extraordinary powers that we possess and that we can do anything that we set our mind to. Confidence and ability. Have confidence in your ability to do what you set your mind to. So if we look at the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the meaning I've written here, the short meaning is a card about the confusion of choice and the inability to make a decision. Will you walk away empty-handed, or will you follow the wisdom of the cups in front of you and make a decision? So that is the Seven of Cups. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one, which is the Eight of Cups. We're working our way well through the minor arcana, and each card will have its own video to explain the symbolism that's there for you when you're reading and when you're making sense of the cards in a reading. And I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell, and subscribe to my newsletter. The link is in the description box, and I'll try and remember to also put it in the first comment. connectwithyourdeck.com/newsletter. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.